Good morning. Welcome to Coffee Break with Tarot by Laura. It is December 4th, 2020, Friday. And as you know, on Fridays, we do learning the card of the day. And today I'm using the Rider-Waite-Smith Tarot for learning the card of the day. And I trust my memory. I have a very, very good memory, and it hasn't been 78 weeks. We haven't gone through the whole tarot. But if you were to go and look for the Friday videos, I think we started doing the learning the card of the day about a year ago, because Coffee Break has been active 2 years as of September. And yes, today I have my Krampus mug because it's Krampus season. And also because it's freezing here in Chicago. Buenos dias, Alejandra, Alex. Good morning, everybody. Where are you calling? Okay. Where are you connecting from? I'm in Chicago and it's freezing. It's sunny outside, but it's one of those days that is really sunny, but it's really cold. Anyway, Grußbaum Krampus. If you speak German, don't kill me. It's Krampus night. Yeah. Today, tomorrow, Sunday, depends on what tradition you follow. Hi, Lourdes. All right, let's see what card we have to learn today. And I will close my eyes and let us be open to the divine wisdom and knowledge and see what card do we have for today. Dun, dun, dun. Guess what? We have the Hierophant reverse. We have the Hierophant reverse. And to learn, so obviously the major arcana cards are a little harder to learn than the lesser arcana. So to understand a little bit of the Hierophant, we're going to put them right side up. And Enea, ho, ho, ho. Yes. Thank you. So the Hierophant card is a card of morality, ethics, religion, etc. I mean, it's a pretty Christian religious imagery. The Pope or the priest or the person there giving the preaching, and then the other folks down there, we don't know if they're down a level or if they're kneeling, etc. I mean, the description of the card right side up is pretty clear, right? It's a religious person of authority that is preaching or speaking, and then the people down there are listening and those following the teachings of that priest. A lot of people who are not Christian or Catholic have a hard time connecting with the Hierophant for various reasons. Number one is a Hierophant is a card that calls you up on your morality, okay? Ethics, morality, and the laws of men. And a person who we have given power to see as our spiritual leader. And this is the person we have given permission to call us up when we are not doing something that is ethically, morally, or religiously correct. So the person on the pedestal does not own the power. We given the person the power. So for a lot of people, it's hard to connect with the card because, I'm not religious. I don't go to church. I'm not Christian. I'm not Catholic. So for some of us, for me, what I had to do with the card is, who do I have on that pedestal? And I have mainly two teachers whom, by the way, big shout out because they're my number one religious leaders and teachers, and I follow anything they tell me to do. I will follow. Christian Ortiz, my teacher of 10 years, and then Selena Fox, obviously, who's been my teacher, I don't know, the last 8 years, since I started following her. So I, in my mind, for me to interpret the card, I changed the face of the Hierophant, and it's not a Christian or Catholic Hierophant, but I put the face of Christian Ortiz, or I put the face of Selena Fox, right? So when the card comes out, I'm like, ooh, quite literally, like, what will Selena do? What will Christian do? Or what are their ethical, philosophical, religious, moral teachings um, informing my reactions right now and my behavior, and how I will modify that behavior um, according to what I have learned from these teachers. So that is a way to disconnect from the very Christian Catholic imagery of the card and actually give it the meaning that was intended for, which is, who is that spiritual parent? And this way, in this card, who is the spiritual father that is an earthly father, right? So that is like the right side up meaning of the card, right? What are you doing? Are you following the laws of morality? You cannot break the laws, because that your spirit is dependent on you behaving morally, ethically, etc. That's why all the number fives in the tarot are like so confronting, because they're all calling you in into reflecting, what are you doing, and are you practicing what you preach? That's basically what the number what the Hierophant says, right? Are you practicing what you preach? And is it what is good for you, good for everybody else? So when are you actually the Hierophant? When are you the one calling the shots? And is your moral compass correct for other people? Like, we sometimes put our morality and our ethics on other people, and we hold them to our standards, and that is not necessarily correct. So the card today, we have it upside down, right? Is reverse. And when this card is reversed, is showing us the eclipse, or the dark side of the card. And in this case, with the Hierophant, and only with the Hierophant, because the right side up is so rigid and so, like, you cannot break the rules, you have to do, the things as they should be. When it reverses, well, you're free. It's talking about freedom, you do you. You dictate your own morality, you have your own set of rules, follow your gut, follow your spirit. And then it talks about a free spirited person, which for us pagans supposedly represents more of us, of our spirituality, right? You do you, boo. You hear me saying that a lot. It's a free spirit, it's a hippie, it's a person that don't have no rules, that they don't care about what other people are going to say, what other people's opinions, etc. Mm. So it's quite literally a free spirit. And it's telling you, when it comes reverse like this, be free. Create your own rules, create your own moral compass, have your own mind, spirit, soul experience. You don't have to have a teacher, you don't have to have an earthly father that tells you how to behave. You can do you. So it is. So this comes out for when people graduate, when people divorce, when people separate, or when people are just doing whatever the heck they want. So in that note, it's already 9.5 minutes, so I have to say, have a wonderful weekend. Be blessed. And never forget that you are loved. Bye bye. See you Monday.